It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He had the green light to sling it last week, over 450 yards passing. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders.
Make a play ball, baby. Make a play ball.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here.
They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together, your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Come on, boy. They don't get nothing. Here we go. Yeah, good job.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that?
Throwing on first down. Eaton. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Looking to throw on second down. Eaton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Holding, exceeding feet. Oh, man, can't do that.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Eaton, complete. It's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Walton.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first and 10, Eaton.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. To throw again, Eaton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They go back to the ground with Sanders.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
To throw on second down, Eaton, flush to his right.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw, Eaton. toward the back corner of the end zone. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice. Because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24, Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 19 carries, 72 yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st down, Eaton. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sliding out of the pocket. Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eaton. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points, but what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing now is Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eaton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walton. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Boy, no chance, as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
So here is Washington now to take over.
Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. "10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They run with Taylor. And he's got room. And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run once more with Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Eaton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Eaton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a give to Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Eaton. His throw incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a route is on here in this 1st half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the 1st half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the 1st half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Now a dump off here complete.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. 20. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
46 yards.
and the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing to start the drive. Eaton. Got a man and he hits him in stride. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Eaton. He finds his man complete. That's Walton.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Commanders,
they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3.